Welcome to this demonstration of Wargames with toy soldiers. You will need some soldiers. Divide them into squads or units. You can use either term. Each squad has a targeting counter and a unit counter. Place those counters by each squad. You'll need some terrain. If you don't have terrain, you can just use a tablecloth, put some books under it to make a hill. You will, if you purchase Wargames in a bag, receive 4 of these. Well, 2 of those and 2 of those. Once you've set them out in a fashion that everybody agrees with, identify it. Here, we've got a trench. Here, and here, some wood. Here is a wee lake or a wee pond that is impassable. Although, of course, you can go around it. And here are the buildings. In this building in particular, there is a top secret document that both sides really want to get their hands on. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, you'll need a ruler. You can either use a standard ruler or one of the expanding builder type tape. To start the game, set out your squads. Each side, for each turn, rolls 1 dice. Green got 1. Grey got 4. Grey has the initiative. They move first. So, Grey 1 is going to do a double move to get into the building. Because they did a double move, they cannot shoot. So to remind us of that, I'm going to turn their target counter over. Then green get to move. Green are going to move, green 1, 15 centimetres into the trench. Grey 2 are also going to move 15 centimetres to about there. And green 2 are going to move through the wood, through the forest, and get to about there. Edge, the opposite edge. Righty-ho. Now everybody's moved. Everybody targets, starting with Ray. Grey 1 cannot target because they did a double move, so Grey 2 are going to target the guys in the woods. Then green target Grey 2, which just leaves green 2, and they are going to shoot at the guys in the building. Shooting! Again, Grey starts. They select a squad. In this case, I'm going to select Grey 2. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shooters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice. They are shooting at the guys in the wood. So the base number to hit is 4. They are in the wood, which is a 5. They are also being shot at. So that means they need 6s to hit their targets. Dice. Oh, look at that. So they managed to hit 2 individuals. 1. But because shooting is considered to be happening at the same time. Oh, sorry, one other thing. Once they've had their turn shooting, flip over their target counter. Sorry, their unit counter. So that everyone knows they've had their turn. Right, green 2. Because shooting's happening at the same time, even though these two have been knocked over, we're going to still count them as shooting. They're going bang, 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 bang. Ah! They got shot. So, 6 shooters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shooting at the squad in the building. Base number is 4. They get... they're shooting at somebody in or behind a wall. So that's another 2, so that makes it 6. They are also being shot at. That's the target counter. So they actually need 7s. In the simple version of the game, you can't roll a 7 on a 6-sided dice, so you just need 6s. On the more advanced game, if you need a 7, you've got to get a 6 first, and then roll that dice again. Die again, and you'll need a 4, 5, or 6 again. So, simple game, getting 6s, nothing. Grey, they cannot shoot, they did a double move. So green, oh hang on, of course, flip over the unit token so we know they've hit their turn. Just leaves green 1. Green 1 are shooting at the grey 2 in the open. Base number is 4. There are 4 shooters. 1, 2, 3, 4. They need 4s. No, they are not being shot at. So there are no modifiers. We just need 4s. 1 hit. 1 goes down. All shooting is finished. Oh, okay. All shooting is finished. There is no hand-to-hand combat, so the turn ends. Remove casualties. 1, 2, and 1. Return the target counters, and flip over the unit counters. Next turn, roll for initiative. So, grey rolls 4, green rolls a 2. Grey have the initiative, they go first. Let's see, they are going to stay where they are. So I've selected a unit, I've said what they're doing, they are staying where they are. So, green, I'm going to select the unit. They are staying where they are. Grey, they are going, oh dear, we've just got shot at. They are going to run behind these walls here. Furthest away can't get to the wall in a single move, so they're going to do a double move to get behind the wall. So they can't be shot at. Because they did a double move, they are not shooting this turn. So to remind us of that, we're going to flip over the target counter. I'm not shooting. And lastly, green. Green are going to move up. How far away is that? They can't get to the wood in one move, so they're just going to move up to the edge with the view of getting across next time. Right, everybody's moved, or not, everybody's chosen what they want to do. So, grey, because they have the initiative, they target first. So, these guys are going to target these guys. Green 1. Now, because they didn't move, they are allowed to target squads that were moving when they were in the open. So they're going to target Grey 2 as they were moving across into the cover of the wall. So they're going to hopefully shoot somebody before they get to the wall. So that's why I'll put the target counter out in the middle, because that's where they were. That's where these guys are aiming. Grey 2 cannot shoot, they did a double move. Green 2 are going to shoot at Grey 1. Right. Movement's done, targeting's done, shooting. Starting with Grey. Grey 1 are shooting at Green 1. Grey 1, there are 4 shooters. You can't see them, but there are 4 guys in this building. They need a base number of 4. Their target is in a trench, so that's another 2. So that's 6 so far. They are also being shot at. So although this is a simple game, I will show you how to roll a 7 using the more advanced rules. So, we need 6s first. Oh, look at that, here's a 6. In the simple game, that will be a hit. In the more advanced rules, we would need another 4, 5 or 6 to actually hit. Yes! He gets knocked over. Green. There are 4 shooters because, remember, shooting is happening at the same time. So while these guys are shooting this way, they're being shot at from another direction. So, 4s, because these guys were in the open before they ran across to the cover. They are being shot at, though. Oh, sorry. Remember, after your unit is activated, done the shooting, flip over the unit token so we know that they've had their turn. These guys are being shot at. 4 dice. So they need 4s, but they're being shot at, they need 5s. Ooh. 2. Blah. They get shot over here. They cannot shoot because they moved. So, just leaves green 2, who are shooting at the guys in the building. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 4 die. They base number 4. They're behind a wall, so that makes it 6. They're not being shot at, so they just need 6s. 1 hit. There. Of course, sorry. And they've had their turn. There's no hand-to-hand combat. So, remove casualties. Over here. 1, 2. And 1. Return, flip over unit counters and return the targeting counters. Flip over and return, and just flip over because they didn't shoot. Next turn. Initiative! So, green rolls a 6. Grey rolls a 2. Green go first this time. Okie dokie. Green are going to choose. These guys are going to stay where they are. Grey. Grey are going to stay where they are. Green. Green are going to go charge into the wood. Four. And grey are going to charge into the trench. Righty ho. Now, targeting. Green 1 is going to target grey 2 as they are running across this gap. Grey 1 are going to target these guys as they're running across the gap. Grey 2 aren't shooting anyone because they're charging into hand-to-hand combat. Which just leaves green 2 who are going to shoot at the guys in the building if they get to the wood. That bit's important. Right, so green 1 shooting at grey 2 in the open. They're not being shot at, they just need 4s. Oh no! That ain't good. These 4, or these 3 rather, get shot as they are rushing the trench. Oh dear. Okay, grey 1 are shooting these guys. There's only 3 shooters. They need 4s. Now, even though they are going to be shot at if these guys get here, as these guys are running across, they're not shooting. So this target counter doesn't count until they get to the place they're running to. So these 3 only need 4s to get to hit their targets. 2 of them get shot back here. And because they didn't get to where they were going to shoot from, they don't get to shoot. However, these 2 did get to where they were going to shoot from, so they do get to shoot back. Because they managed to get across here when these guys were shooting here, they are now not actually being shot at because their target counter is in the open. They managed to get to the cover, so therefore that target counter has done its job. Oh, reminds me. Flip over. Now, shooting. So, they just need base number 4. They're behind a wall. 2. They need 6s, and there's only 2 of them. 1 hit. Right, no hand-to-hand combat. As a demonstration, we are going to pretend that these guys did actually make it into hand-to-hand combat. We're going to pretend. So, in this instance, they've got 3 in hand-to-hand combat. 1, 2, 3. Green have got 3 in hand-to-hand combat. 1, 2, 3. Green roll their dice and order them highest to lowest. 6, 4, 1. Grey roll their dice and order them highest to lowest. 4, 3, 1. Then you match them up, highest to highest. So, 6 to 4, green got higher, grey got killed. 4 to 3, green got higher, grey got killed. These two are equal, so he would remain. But of course none of that happened because they all got shot back here. Blah. Right, so flip over unit tokens. 2, 3, return target counters. 1, 2, 3, and remove casualties. Actually, remove casualties should have happened first. Doesn't really matter, just makes it a bit tidier to get everything back to where it should be. Oh dear! That entire squad has been removed from the game. So remove their counters. Which just leaves one last turn. Can these two poor fellows here survive the encounter? Again, grey rolls, gets 2, green rolls, gets 2, do it again. Grey rolls, 3, green rolls, 2, grey go first. Grey are going to stay where they are. Green are going to, why not, rush from the trench. So 15, ooh, they're in the open. I don't think that's a good idea, boss. So 15 to about there, so yeah, something like that. Green are going to rush into the building. So, green targeting. They're going to do a double move. They're going to do a double move because it makes more sense. So they get into hand-to-hand combat. Hand-to-hand combat, they cannot target. Hand-to-hand combat, because these guys are also going around the back. Hello! And hand-to-hand combat. So they are not targeting anybody. These guys are going to target the squad as it comes in. Oh yeah, why not? No. Actually, they'll target these guys as they come in from the forest. So you go, right, grey shoot first because they had the initiative. There's only 2 of them. 2 die. Base number 4. These guys were in a wood, so they need 5s. 1, 6. 1 does not make it into hand-to-hand combat. In this case, however, 1, 2, 3, 4 get into hand-to-hand combat. So green, well actually, We should do it unit by unit. Green, 3 guys. Grey, 2 guys. Green, roll. Order highest to lowest. 5, 3, 1. Grey, highest to highest. 5 and 5. Interesting. So, highest to highest, stand. So 2 soldiers stay where they are. Highest to highest, next highest to highest, grey got a 5, green got a 3. Let's say it's this one. Actually no, oh, it doesn't really matter. Let's say it's this one. He gets knocked out. 0 to 1. Because grey is outnumbered, he gets knocked out. Say it's this one. Which leaves green, whatever they are, green 2 I think it was, facing grey 1. Each side have only got 1 soldier in the fight. Grey 3. Green 4. Match highest to highest. Green got a 4, grey got a 3, green got higher, grey got done. Which just leaves green, or actually, end of turn, remove casualties, return counters, they got annihilated. They got severely beat up, but still, there's still 1 left. And flip over. Done and done. Green win the day. In the pack that you may or may not choose to buy from me, you get double the amount of figures. So instead of 2 squads per side, you get 4 squads per side. But this was just a demonstration of how the rules work. I hope you enjoy.